Fucking stupid fucking home button. Damn it, I just cut it off. So anyways, what I was saying is that you don't have to come from adverse life circumstances. You can actually have a really fucking straight life and still have big impacts in the world. Like I said, like the dues that God had me pay to get to that day on that 4th of July 2016, like, dude, I have to be way under what I should have fucking owed for that one. Like, I don't know. It's like, that's all I had to fucking go through. That's it. Had a fucking blast. That feeling was gone for 6 years, but I fucking knew beyond a shadow of a doubt, the entire time it was coming back. I just didn't count on it being that long. See, my issues that I've had, my panic moments in my life with the things God tells me is never if. It's never, ever, 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 ever if. It's always when. That's it. Because I know the things that are coming. I've known the things that are coming. I've known things my whole life. And it's like, it's never, ever been a matter of if. It's always just when. Like, is there going to be a delay? Or is there going to be another delay? You know, like, it's just only because I'm fucking excited as fuck about it. Everything that's come my way, because I already know what it is. And I know how great it's going to be. And it's like, dude, I mean, that 6 years was fucking great, man. Other than having that feeling gone for them 6 years, knowing full fucking well it was coming back at exactly the right time. And, I mean, no life circumstances to dictate being down other than that fucking DUI, which, again, I knew as I was getting arrested that was for a fucking real reason. At the time, that was only one of like a handful of things I ever knew my gut was telling me. And I went out and did exactly what it told me to. And I mean, when that 4-second window I caught, well, I didn't catch it. They got it at me catch. That little 4-second window, I'm like, this just does not fucking happen by chance. I already didn't believe in coincidence and chance and luck and all that shit anymore anyways at that point. But I'm just saying, like, I knew even then. So even that wasn't bad. I knew I was going to lose my job for a while, but I knew that was for a reason. That wasn't bad. And it's like, that whole 6 years was pretty fucking awesome, to be honest with you. I just was fucking miserable as I went through it. But I had a fucking lot of fun, man. I had a lot of fun. I met some very, very cool girls that I liked very much. I had a great time. I did a lot of concerts, skydiving, fucking just doing wild, crazy shit. And it was a good fucking time. Big ass parties we used to have at this. When I used to live with my brother, a couple, like, not our last apartment, but the one before that. Man, it was a fourplex. And we just would rock that fucking place, dude. It's just fucking, just have a blast, dude. Just all night, just partying our asses off. Music blasting all fucking night. Just tons of people. Lots of fun times. Lots of fun times. I mean, it was like the fucking party house for a while there. We lived there for 3 years. And we had some, I mean, dude, just, that 6 years, looking back, I feel like a piece of shit even being down. But I know that was what was supposed to happen. Because the main thing in that time for God to build my faith, it was about things turning around. That's what it was. That was the main thing that God had told me about how it's going to turn around and how not much else is going to happen in the way of fate in like growing and developing and changing. Like, none of that stuff's going to happen until after that day comes. And that's what happened. I fucking, it's just looking back on it, like, dude, like, I always say, I'm like, if I had to forget everything I know right now and go back and relive that 6 years exactly as I did, not knowing anything that until the time happened that I knew it, whatever it may have been, that if that was what was necessary to get me right back here, then I would voluntarily do it. And like, and before they erase my memory and send me back, I just have a smile on my face, like, yeah, I had fucking fun, dude. This is gonna be a good time all over again. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck, man. Like, I had a great fucking time in them 6 years. My life has been fucking amazing. Just always great things. Like, always great things. And it's like that 6 years, even though all these little stupid things kept fucking happening, just the little shit that just kept grinding at you, you know, and like, it was all fucking perfect. All of it was perfect. Every last bit of all of it was fucking amazing. I mean, I wish that I could somehow find a way to take my entire life experience from the moment I was fucking born until right now and just let them just like do like a quick, just, it's in their head as like memories. You know, oh my God, dude. Like a Total Recall thing where they don't even live the life. They just, bam, they put the memories in their head and it's like, holy shit. And not even just because of crazy shit that I've done. It's just seeing the crazy things that God does that are just fucking insane. They're just so amazing all the time. I mean, I've literally been watching His hand in my daily life and all my day-to-days for as fucking many years as I can remember. At least the last 20 years. Like, as time goes on, I just start noticing more and more and more and more about all these little subtle things throughout my day that don't seem to have any particular purpose or meaning. But knowing when you start adding these things up, that somehow, at the very least, it'll affect my timing, if not other things. Being in the right place at the right time, that's the exact concept of that timing. And so is it the wrong place at the wrong time. That's timing too. That's when your timing's off. And you gotta fucking just stop and take a break for a minute and count and then go back about your day. And it just... I wish that I could take this fucking feeling. Like that fucking, I think I talked about this. I know I'm just on some random rant that I had one day. I was talking about this, so I think I talked about this in the video. But if you could make the pill from the movie Limitless, and you can make you feel just like it does in that movie. I mean, not even the negative side effects, withdrawals or whatever. I'm just talking about just the part where it makes you like super smart and fucking all of a sudden like you just, you know, if I could have a pill that made me feel that, or a pill that made me feel what I feel right now without a fucking doubt, I would not even consider the fucking thing for Limitless. Wouldn't even think about it. This fucking feeling, you cannot pay to have this feeling. There is no chemical, no drug, no nothing, no type of anything that you can buy to make you feel this way. The only way you can feel this way is through a lot of fucking looking inward. A lot of looking inward. I mean, I've been doing that my whole fucking life. It's just God finally focused my inward looking at certain things. And that's what's made all these changes in my life. But a lot of, introspection? Is that the right word? Maybe. But just looking inward and realizing what things about you don't like or you think that aren't of any use anymore and trying to work on those things. And again, I can't say nothing because I didn't put in any fucking work at all. God has done all the work for me. He's had me do it. It's not like like God told me what to do and I just found it in myself to do it. It's not like that at all. And no free will thing means I get no credit for anything good. But at the same time, I don't want credit for anything good because it ain't me to begin with. Anything I've ever done, man, has been for my fate and for the girl I'm meant to be with forever and us changing the world. And all to give God the credit. And that's it. Like, one of my main goals in life is I want people to see what all you can accomplish in your life just by having God in your life and getting to know Him and have a relationship with Him and talking to Him and asking for what He wants, not for what the fuck you want. Because like I said, if God would have given me just one fucking thing that I wanted at any point in my entire past, it would have thrown everything off down the road. Even if it was just something small when I was a kid, it could have just started a fucking butterfly effect that over the years, that ripple just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time I got here, I'd be fucking way off. So, in light of that, I've said before, like, I don't know nearly enough at all to know what I want or when I want it. Now, I know what I want, and I just don't know when I want it. I want what it is that God has told me about, but it's like, any details whatsoever, I don't even want to say so. Like I said before, I've told God plenty of times, like, I don't even want to say so in anything. I don't care what I may ever say. If one day down the road I'm like, hey, all right, look, God, I just let me talk to you for a minute. All right, let's just listen. Let me just tell you this. So, I know way back when I was talking about how I really don't want to say so in anything, and that no matter what I say, just ignore it and don't listen to me. But no, I'm like, God, even if I come at you with something stupid like that, just ignore everything I say, because I don't know. Now, what I do know is what's coming any fucking day now, any day now. But I don't know all the details. It doesn't matter. No, I'm not gonna lie. I know actually a decent amount of details that God's been telling me for some time now. But in general, I don't know all the details about how everything's gonna happen. It's just that I trust completely and wholeheartedly that God has all the details worked out, and it ain't none of my business to worry about, be concerned about, or even fucking think about. All I gotta do is just to continue watching the whole thing unfold. That is literally the limit of all I have to do. And perceive it, and enjoy it. I mean, that's about it. So, I trust that God's already got all of it handled. He's already told me quite a few details, but I trust that God's going to make sure that everything works out exactly like He said. Don't worry, I ain't worried about it. I don't even think about it. I sit and think about how I cannot fucking wait, but how at the same time I am in no hurry for anything anymore. Nothing. I'm just not in a hurry. When I was in them 6 years, every fucking day felt like a week. Every week felt like a month. Every month felt like 6 months. Every 6 months felt like 2 years. It just dragged on forever. And I'm like, when the day comes that I get to the point to where I'm just fucking happy as shit, wow. Saturn's right next to the moon, or real close to the moon, and Jupiter's up as high as shit, and it's bright. That means it's getting late. My phone's getting low on battery anyways. You see, 9%. Let's see if I can get a shot at Jupiter tonight too. But I don't know, it's fucking incredible. This fucking feeling of just a complete and overwhelming fucking peace is something I can't even put into words. It is something that I have dreamt of my whole life getting to. I didn't know that God was gonna have me get here this early in life. But it certainly does not surprise me. Let's see what we can do with the moon and Jupiter and Saturn. Alright, I gotta see Saturn. Let's see what flip. Oh, you can see Saturn for sure. Right there where that light's reflecting off the moon, how it's got that glare going up to up and to the left. That little white dot right next to it is Saturn. Except it's not really that bright from here. My camera just seems to be picking it up really well. And there's Jupiter over here. Let's zoom in and see what we can see. I got a little telescope you mount on your camera, and I zoomed in and got some pictures of Venus, but they're not very clear. But that's Jupiter. Like, just a fucking massive fucking planet. And let's see if we can go find the moon and other shit without zooming out. Come on, moon. Give me a nice clear shot of your surface here. Might just be too fucking bright today. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it might be too bright. But it's like, if it's not bright enough, you can't get any fucking detail then either. I don't know why it won't clear up. Anyways, where's Saturn at? Wow, there's Saturn right there. Look at that shit. That's another massive, gigantic gas planet that's just fucking insanely huge with rings that are just wildly large, like the distance around the planet. And there it is. There it is. This is a fucking, I love this phone. This thing's nice as fuck. But look at that. That's what I'm looking at tonight. You got the moon, you got Saturn, and you got Jupiter way off to the left. Like earlier last year, they were in pretty much just about, I don't know if they were quite that far apart, but they were in opposite positions. Where Jupiter was to the right and Saturn was to the left. They might not have been quite that far apart. Earlier in the year at some point they had to be, but anyhow. They switched places. 2040, Jupiter will be caught up and passing it again. But anyhow, y'all take it easy. I just want to fucking chat because I was in a great mood and just felt like fucking talking. Yeah, look at that shit. That's cool as fuck. Now, when you zoom all the way out with this super zoom out, you can see Jupiter and you can see the moon, but you cannot see Saturn. Now, that's more what it really looks like over here, to be honest with you. That's really what it looks like when you start zooming in, though. Like, yeah, it does not look light like that, though. The building has lights, but the clouds are not that light. And there they are. Alright, well, y'all take it easy, and I'll catch you later.